We're in the Valley of the Sun. Few places in the country as picturesque as the desert Southwest. And we've got a good one on tap here at State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Arizona Cardinals. The former Lion, Matt Prater, has it teed up, ready to go, and we are underway now from Glendale. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now last year's leading rusher in the NFL, this is Jonathan Taylor. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the counter, it's Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Chiefs are on the board here first in the season opener. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good.
Makes the score Chiefs 7, Cardinals nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Up the middle they go with McAllister. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Now, that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Finding Pierce on the crossing route. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Taylor is in. Touchdown, Chiefs. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make the score 14-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run up the middle with McAllister. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And now Murray's going to set up the throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
And getting our first update now from Nashville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
They're going for it. It's Murray. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Trying to improvise. And he'll just get rid of it.
These Chiefs to start 2022, well, they were handed a very tough task by the schedule makers. Not just in going on the road to face a Cardinal team that was 11-6 last year, but they're going to be the first team in NFL history to start a season with 8 consecutive games against teams that finished above 500 from the previous year. After today, Chargers, Colts, Bucks, Raiders, Bills, 49ers, Titans. And that doesn't even count that they play last year's Super Bowl teams, the Rams and Bengals, in the second half of the year.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Now Mahomes. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
My Jay Sanders.
That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Slot man moves right. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone.
Now here's Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut.
And the Chiefs are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. 2nd and 5. A handoff to McAllister. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they'll run it with McAllister. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Murray sets to throw on 4th. And this is caught by Watkins. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. 1st and 10, Taylor now. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A big play there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Chiefs are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 28-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Flushed out right. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
On the give, McAllister with it. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray able to get this one to McBride. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down. A final shot before half from Murray. Steps away to his left. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've reached Sports halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Murray's throw complete to McBride. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Now, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And, I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. This is McAllister. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. There on the tackle, Minka Fitzpatrick. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage. This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. 62 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to